Allahu Akbar, Allahu
Before Google,
Akbar.
before Einstein, before the modern university, there was Baghdad, a city of golden domes, of whispering wisdom, of fearless minds. This is the story of the Muslim scholars who lit the torch of knowledge in the darkest of times. In the 7th and 8th centuries, much of Europe was deep in the so-called Dark Ages. Superstition replaced science. Books were rare. Questions were dangerous. But across deserts and seas, a new civilization was rising. Fueled by trade, united by language, and driven by faith, the Islamic world became the center of knowledge. And it all began with a powerful idea: seek knowledge, even if it is in China. In 750 AD, the Abbasids overthrew the Umayyads and launched a revolution, not of weapons but of ideas. They built a new capital, Baghdad, not just a city, a symbol, a place where the mind was free to roam. Baghdad sat on the Silk Road, connecting China, India, Africa, and Europe. Knowledge, spices, gold, and dreams flowed through its gates. Caliph al-Ma'mun built a temple of intellect, the House of Wisdom. Here, scholars worked day and night, translating Greek, Persian, Indian, and Roman works into Arabic, not just copying, but questioning, improving, and innovating. Aristotle met the Quran. Hippocrates shook hands with Hadith. This wasn't just a library. It was the world's first research institute. Arabic became the language of science. From Spain to Samarkand, scholars used a shared tongue to exchange ideas, and knowledge grew like wildfire. Paper, one invented in China, was perfected by Muslims. They built paper mills, making books cheaper and learning faster. Meet Al-Khwarizmi, the father of algebra. The word algebra comes from his book, Al-Jabr wal-Muqabala. He didn't just solve problems, he invented the system behind modern math. Algorithms, named after him. Computers? They run on his logic. Ibn Sina, or Avicenna, was a genius at age 16. By 21, he had written medical books more advanced than Europe would see for 500 years. His canon of medicine described diseases, surgeries, anatomy, and even psychology. It became the standard medical text in Europe until the 17th century. Ever wondered how your eyes work? Alhazen ibn al-Haytham figured it out in the year 1000. He experimented with light and shadows, discovered the camera obscura, the ancestor of the modern camera, and proved that light travels into the eye, not out. Muslim astronomers didn't just gaze at stars. They mapped them, built precise instruments, corrected errors in ancient Greek astronomy. Stars like Aldebaran, Vega, and Altair, those names come from Arabic. They help navigators sail the seas and build calendars still used today. Let's talk about everyday brilliance. Muslims were ingenious in their various inventions. For example, they invented scented soap using lye and oils. They first brewed coffee in Yemen. Now it fuels the whole world. Also, the Prophet Muhammad used the miswak, centuries before modern brushes. Ancient medieval hospitals were built with wards, pharmacies, and medical licenses. In Muslim Spain, Al-Andalus, knowledge bloomed. Cordoba had streetlights when London was still in the dark. Libraries held 400,000 books. Muslim, Christian, and Jewish scholars lived, learned, and laughed together. This was Europe's window into science, opened by Islam. In 1258, disaster struck. The Mongols attacked Baghdad. The House of Wisdom burned. Its books drowned in the Tigris River. But ideas don't drown, they fly. And these ideas flew to Europe. The Muslim world gave birth to ideas and inventions that touch our daily lives even today. For example, in astronomy, they mapped the heavens, named stars like Altair, Vega, and Betelgeuse. In the area of medicine, they invented surgical instruments like scalpels and forceps. In their quest to invent mathematics, they introduced Arabic numerals, 1, 2, 3, replacing clumsy Roman numerals, as per the engineering sector. They designed water clocks, windmills, and complex irrigation systems. Well, for everyday life, they invented soap, modern perfumes, coffee, and even early parachutes. Europe's rebirth, the Renaissance, stood on the shoulders of Muslim science. Translations made in Baghdad and Spain fueled minds like Galileo, Newton, and Copernicus. Muslim scholars were the missing link between ancient Greece and modern Europe. Today, we live in a world built by many hands, but we must never forget the ones who lit the flame. From algebra to astronomy, from medicine to mechanics, the golden age of Islam reminds us, curiosity has no borders, and truth belongs to all. When you open a book, solve a problem, or dream of stars, you are walking a path started long ago, in a city by a river, where knowledge reigned and the world was golden. Thanks for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share for more documentaries that celebrate the world's most incredible stories. See you on our next episode.
مسلما كنت وأبقى مسلما